Welcome to Solutions Studio. This is a free series on C programming language. If you like these videos, please subscribe to follow along with this series. Also, please like and leave a comment and share the video to help spread this series. Hello and welcome to this episode, and in this episode we have another exercise for you, that is to find the smallest of three numbers. So write a program that defines and uses a macro that is called a minimum tree to determine the smallest of three numeric values. Macro a minimum tree should use the macro minimum 2 that we created in the previous episode to determine the smallest number. Now go on and try to solve this problem and come back to this video for the solution. Hello and welcome back to the solution of the problem that we discussed about, and here as you can see that we have defined the minimum 2 macro which we discussed about in the previous episode, and we have the minimum 3 macro which we have created for this exercise in here. And as you can see, the minimum 3 is basically using the logic from minimum 2, but instead of 2 arguments, it's taking 3 arguments, and in here it replaces this macro minimum 2 with the x in here. So basically this minimum 3 is using the logic from minimum 2 macro, and instead of x in here that we had every time, it is using the macro minimum 2 to be able to find the minimum between x and y, and after that to be able to compare it with z and return whichever is the smallest. So as you can see in here that we are trying to compare the minimum number between x and y, and whichever that is returned is going to be compared with z. If the condition was true and one of these returned numbers x or y is larger than z, then z is going to be returned. Otherwise, one of the minimum numbers, either x or y, whichever is the smallest, is going to be returned. And as you can see in here, we've also used it in an example in here in the main function, and let's go and execute this program. And as you can see, it correctly determines the smallest number between 7, 10 and 5, and you can see that the result is 5. And that's it for this episode. I hope this has been informative for you, and I would like to see you in the coming episodes. Stay tuned.